Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Sierra with Sierra's Crochet Crafts, and today we're going to be learning how to do a half double crochet. And if you missed my other videos, I did 6 things that beginner crocheters should know, and then I also did how to chain and how to single crochet, and you can find those links over here in the corners if you want to go and watch those first before we go ahead and jump into half double crochets. So I recommended in my first video, and I'm going to recommend them for all my beginner series, is to use a big bulky yarn like this. This is a size 6 super bulky yarn, and it recommends a 9mm crochet hook, but we're actually going to be using a 10mm crochet hook. And these are the same supplies that we're going to be using to create the infinity scarf at the end of my beginner series. So if you want to practice with the materials that I will be using for the infinity scarf, that would be awesome. So today I'm using Hometown USA by Lion Brand. I'm not actually going to be using the white because it's a little hard to see. I'm going to be using this fun blue color. And then I have ripped off the label here, but the name of this is Miami Seafoam. So I'm going to be using this blue, and if you watch my previous videos, like I said, you can go back and watch it over here. I'll have a link right here, and it teaches you how to chain and how to single crochet, and you're going to need to know how to do a chain for all of these videos and for all of your future projects. So let's go ahead and get started. Once you have your 10mm crochet hook and your size 6 super bulky yarn, we'll go ahead and jump into how to do a half double crochet. So you're going to start with creating a slip knot. And we're going to do a square just like we did in the single crochet video. You can find that here. Alright, and we're going to chain 11. Alright, and once you get your chain 11, we will go ahead and start doing the half double crochets. And how to do that is we're going to, just like in the single crochet video, we're going to skip this first stitch. That's going to count as our chain 1 basically, and we're going to scooch on over to the next opening, which would be right here. And this is where it's going to be different from the single crochet. Single crochet, you would just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a single crochet. For a half double crochet, you're going to do something, you're going to yarn over before you insert your hook. So yarn over, let that yarn rest in the crease of your hook. I always like to point my hook downward. Insert your hook into that space, and you're going to yarn over again. So my hook's upward. I'm going to catch my yarn, pull my hook downward, and pull it through. And now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Alright, and you're going to yarn over again. My hook's facing downward, and you're going to pull through all 3 of those loops. And that is your first half double crochet. So there's a lot of yarning over for half double crochets that you don't have to do for single crochets. So let's go ahead and keep practicing. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook in the next space, yarn over, pull through, have those 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again. You see how I do it? I pick up my yarn, my hook's upward, I twist it downward, and then I pull through all 3 loops. Right, and that's our second half double crochet. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, have 3 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Alright, so guys, a good thing to do is pay attention to the top of my hook to see where it's turning and when I'm turning it. It will really help if you move your hook so it's not facing the same way and it's not really stiff. You want to have some flexibility to this hook to make your yarn go through those loops a little more smooth. So go ahead and pay attention to how my hook is placed. So it's facing up when I yarn over and down when I insert it, and then back upward to get my yarn, twist it downward to catch my yarn, and I pull through, and now it's back upward with my 3 loops on my hook. I yarn over, put my hook downward, and then pull through. Alright, so if you paid attention to how my hook was moving, you can go ahead and practice that to make sure that you're getting your movements down, and just find whatever way is comfortable with you to hold your yarn and move your hook so you can get through those stitches easy peasy. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a breakdown of a half double crochet again. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Having 3 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 of those loops at the same time. Alright, and now we've come to the end, and this will be where our 10th half double crochet is. And some people miss this spot, so I want to make sure that you're putting your half double crochets where they need to go. Some people see this little knot back here and think their row is done. But with bulky yarn, it's easy to see that there is a gap here, so we'll make sure that we'll put another half double crochet here. And a huge thing with making little squares like we're making, you want to make sure that the edges are lined up for each row. So this is our first row, so let's go ahead and count to make sure that we have 10 half double crochets. So I'm going to point it upward so we're looking at the top of our stitches, and you can see they create a little V. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can count them up at the top. You can count them like this. If you spread your stitches across, you can easily see this is 1 stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just whatever way you prefer, just go ahead and make sure that you're counting your half double crochets at the end of each row to make sure that you have the right amount. Alright, and to go ahead and create another row, we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop, and that creates a chain 1, and that's how you move on to your next row. And then you turn your work, and you're going to be working half double crochets in these spaces that you see here. Alright, so you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that very first space. Alright, and your hook's going to go, there's 2 loops, that V right there, your hook's going to go under both of those. You're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through all 3. So it's still the same way that you worked this half double crochets on the first round, but this is just technically your second row of half double crochets, and you'll just keep creating them. There should be 10 in each row. Make sure that you're counting that you have 10. And I want to get to the last stitch so you can see why counting is very important. Okay, so just keep practicing your half double crochets until you're super comfortable with them. That only takes 2 rows, that's awesome. If you need more, that's fine too. I usually like to make 10 by 10, like a little perfect square. But here's the end. So it's kind of hard to tell that there is a stitch here. You might have to play with your yarn a little bit to see that opening. But also with the bulky yarn, again, you can see that there is a gap here. So your mind's kind of saying, something's not quite right. And listen to that. So that is where your 10th stitch will go, your 10th half double crochet, and make sure you're putting it there. Make sure you're counting your stitches, that way you can have nice straight edges in your practice square. Alright, and that's how it should be looking for you guys so far. This is your second row, and like I said, after each row you're gonna yarn over, pull through, creating a chain 1, and turn your work, and just keep working those half double crochets in each stitch, and keep creating rows and rows and rows and rows until you are all the way comfortable with half double crochets. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big old thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos of mine, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down below. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please leave a comment down below in my comment section, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible and answer all those questions that you might have. And if you want to follow me along on Instagram and see all the crochet goodies that I'm up to, you can follow me on Instagram at Sierra's Crocheted Crafts. Same name as it is here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in my next video on how to create double crochets. Bye guys!